YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Back in here with one more video. Guys, I got a special treat for you here today. So you already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to a YouTube creator. He goes by It's Complicated channel. Now, what this brother does is he goes out into the field and asks these very interesting and poignant questions. And he compiles all of the responses together, puts together a video. And we're going to go through that video here today. I have not seen this reaction. Title of this video is Satisfying Women, Rules of Modern Dating and Understanding Women, which we know, especially with modern women today, is a damn near impossible thing to keep up, to satisfy. But let's get in there. Let's see what these people have to say. Without further ado.
Do you think there's a difference between what women say that they want in a relationship and what they actually respond to?
Yes.
Yeah.
So then can you trust a woman's dating advice?
Never.
No, I can't trust women at all.
What advice would you give to the men who don't trust women?
All right, so men that don't trust women, keep doing it. Don't trust them. I haven't found a woman right now. In the 22 years I've been on the planet, I haven't found a woman that I trust, and that's just because you can't trust any of them. You can't. They're going to you go to the military, you come back, you don't have shit, you get married, you divorce, she takes everything.
How about this question?
Very specific.
What's the incentive for a man to get married?
The incentive for a man to get married, like I guess the point of getting married is, you know, you're committing yourself to someone who you want to die with and grow with. You don't want to see anyone else. You're not looking for that in anyone else.
Is there anything that a married couple can do that an unmarried couple can't do?
No, I feel like you can do the same thing being married or not. I feel like being married, though, it's more of like you want to show the world, you know, like this is my wife. You know, you're more, you know, just you're locked to her. You don't want to fuck around on the side. There's no more Vegas. There's no more coming here, you know, looking for hoes on the street. None of that. It's all cut out.
Why is it that in the age of independent women, a man's value is often determined by what he provides?
Good question.
I would say because women look at a man that got a lot of money as a respect factor. They base their level of respect off the money, I feel.
Okay, but does that mean that guys who don't have a lot of money are not worthy of respect?
To them, yes. To me, any man, whether he got money or not, deserves it, especially if respect is a two-way street. It must be
Facts.
given in order to get got.
Most facts. That's something my pops drilled into my head as a very young child. You don't understand what I'm saying? At the place that he worked at, I remember having a conversation with a janitor and him having a conversation with the principal of the school. And I'm over there and take your child to work day, looking at the two interactions, and it was the exact same. It was the exact same interaction. Just watching him move put that idea within my head. You treat everybody the same, irrespective of where they are at from a money perspective or whatever have you. So let's keep it moving.
Men don't have money, status. They don't have none of that shit. None of them have that. Like, a small percentage of them do, but most of these out here boosie. We just gonna keep it on it.
Do you think it's true that women would rather be the emperor's mistress than the peasant's wife?
Yes, that's 100. They gonna go after the winners, who taking dubs. They rather, you feel me? They'll rather be under that than you feel me, a that's a loser. They don't want to be with no. Come on, because nobody, you as a man, would you want to be with a loser like
no.
female?
Well, we'll put it this way, right? How about this one? Why is it that a woman is quick to reject a man that lives with his mom, but quick to accept a man that lives with his wife?
Because the man that's with his wife has something established. At least the man that's living with his mom is not doing nothing for himself. We got to keep it 100 out here as men. We can't blame.
But see, the problem is it's not the same in the reverse is what the facilitator is trying to get at. Dudes are not going to choose a married woman over a woman who lives at home with their parents. It doesn't matter to us. It doesn't matter. Is she bad? Does she treat us well? Does she give us peace? You understand what I'm saying? Although I will offer myself personally, I will never go after the married one because that's just drama. That's just all types of drama that I would never want to deal with. In my opinion, I don't got time for no drama, no bullshit like that. But let's keep it rocking.
And the woman, we got to keep it 100 within ourselves. You still living with moms, like, nigga, what you doing? You feel me? You got to get your own shit.
Can you name something a man does that he thinks is a turn on but is really a turn off?
Yeah, when they flex their money and they flex things that aren't theirs and we know that it's not theirs. It's just, everything is not about money. I don't care about your money. I don't want to see that you live in a house with a pool, but in reality, you really live in an apartment.
Okay.
I don't know.
And lastly,
So I don't know what he's about to say, but he always asks a question to set them up to get how they think about something, and then he asks another question, which usually disproves their the same logic. What it sounds like she just said is that she hates fakers, but notice when she started out, she said, "I hate when they flash their money." But really, what she's saying is, "I hate when they flash their money and it's not true." That's what she really just said, right? She never said, "I don't hate when they just flash money." Okay, let's keep it rocking.
can you think of something that a woman does that she thinks is a turn on but is really a turn off?
The little face, what is it, the goofy face? The duck face? The duck face selfie, 100% worst thing you can do.
One thing I don't understand about women is this, that you can be there in every single way for them that you can possibly give. You know, you might be able to buy them things, you might be able to speak to them nice, spend quality time, but it never makes them happy. They always dig deeper and they always need more. I've never met a woman that's just like, I like you for what you give me, and I don't want you to, you know, I understand you lack in some things. You know, I feel like women can't be too understanding that they need more than what you can give.
He needs a YouTube channel.
Why will a woman wear a fake wedding ring to repel men, but a man will wear a fake wedding ring to attract women?
Because women want a man that's they want a man that's already got a woman, or they want a man that can get women. They don't want to be, like we said, they don't want to be with no loser ass. Come on, who would want to be? You don't want to be with no woman like that.
Okay. Do you find it hypocritical when parents advise their sons to avoid gold diggers while also advising their daughters to find a man who will take care of them?
Yes, yes. You got to keep it 100 on both sides. And I feel like a lot of parents don't do that. And I feel like, okay, and that's another thing I learned. I feel like a lot of moms are teaching their sons the wrong thing. Like, they're not teaching their sons like what attracts women. At the end of the day, they're teaching them to be the good guy and the nice guy, and the nice guys don't get shit. The nice guys don't finish the race, they finish last. That's what they say.
So
the more that he talks, like you could tell he's halfway there. He just needs a little bit of more knowledge and information from this side of the internet, and he'll be a complete way there. It seems like he's picked up some knowledge and understanding, but he still has this weird thing with equating, well, men do the same thing too. Like, no, and a lot of the things, even after you answer the question, you then go back and say that it is a little bit different from a man's perspective.
is a single mother more likely to raise an alpha or a beta male?
Beta. A beta cuck.
Right, exactly. A simp, right?
A simp ass.
Right.
A simp
100%.
ass.
Right. So then why are there so many so I asked, doesn't the rise of single moms contribute to the lack of respectable men?
100%.
So why are so many women saying I don't need a man, but then complaining about the lack of respectable men?
Because a lot of these men are not respectable. They don't demand they respect. A lot of this day and age, a lot of the men out there are beta males because they wanna please the woman. They wanna do everything and put her on a pedestal, and they wanna do everything for the woman. But women don't want that. At the end of the day, they want you to go after what you want to go after. Do your mission first. You feel me? They want you to keep going. They want you to do whatever you want to do, and that's what men don't get. They don't want to do. Men don't want to get out there. They don't want to do what they want to do. You have to do that at the end of the day, because that's what's going to bring you the most success and the most women at the end of the day. Because the successful man at the end of the day is going to have the most options as far as the women.
Do you ever hear this expression?
He's
If you
farther
chase
along than I
women, you'll
thought.
eventually run out of money. If you chase money, you'll never run out of women.
Exactly. That's f***ing facts.
Why are most early schooling teachers women, while male teachers typically handle the older students?
Most men are probably pedophiles, and they want to sleep with the person who's going to be their person. And then most women can tolerate a younger child.
Okay, most early schooling teachers are women. Every man is a mother. Women have had a strong influence over boys for centuries. If men are to blame for oppressing women,
Yeah.
what does that say about the women who raised those men?
Ooh, wow. 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 Maybe their fathers are terrible? I have no idea.
Oh, wow.
I got nothing on that one.
Do women feel
Wow.
entitled to a...
That right there is everything that he just said. Everything that he just said is so much propaganda and bullshit that has been fed to him. And that's so when pressed the second layer deep, he had nothing for him. He had nothing for him.
relationship if they give a man sex?
Yes, they do.
Hold up, I missed
Why?
that question. Hold on.
I got nothing on that one.
Do women feel entitled to a relationship if they give a man sex?
Yes, they do.
Why?
Because they feel like once they open their inner self up to a man, they feel like you got to give them 110% by any means, because they feel like their personal spots is very lucrative, and at the end of the day, they want you to love them for them. Once they give you that, that's like their hidden treasure. You know, it's like once you find that gold, you don't need the leprechaun no more.
Are women
I actually don't agree with that. You know, I think there's just as many savage women out there that just, you know, just want to give up the cookie because, you know, they want to feel good that night, just as many as those that, you know, want to give it up in exchange for a relationship. I think it's just as many out there. I think us as dudes, we overestimate how many just want to have fun sometimes. I think we overestimate.
are women doing men a favor by giving them sex?
Yes and no. The reason I say yes and no is because I wouldn't look at it as a favor, because at the end of the day, both parties are pleasure. You know what I mean?
True, of course. If a woman is rewarding a man with sex, why is there pressure on him to please and satisfy her?
You got me stuck right there. That's complicated.
Men don't care if they satisfy women.
Oh, really? Okay. So related to that, they say that 70% of women are not satisfied from intercourse.
Yeah, that's facts.
Right? Okay. Why would a woman
That's
rather
her.
fake an orgasm than teach her partner how to give her a real one?
Because men have big egos, and when you f it up, they get all hurt.
It's too much work to show them.
Okay, but why would a woman deny her own pleasure and satisfaction to protect a man's ego?
Because they're ridiculous.
I did that to my ex.
Who is more likely to be
couldn't answer.
sexually frustrated, men or women?
I'm gonna say women, because me per se, I can go out with my woman and have a good night, and satisfy myself, and I'm okay. These women nowadays, they want 4 or 5 hours. You give them 30 minutes. That's not good enough. You call the minute man. You understand what I'm saying? And us men, we're satisfied. I can go right to sleep. You know what I mean? Throw a little ice cream, throw on the channel, and I'm going to sleep. But that's how it is. So.
And
yeah.
okay, if women are capable of having multiple orgasms, how do you know when sex is done? Is it when the man is finished or when the woman taps out?
It should be when she taps out. I go until she taps out. So,
Okay, all right. When a woman decides to give a man a shot, is there a window of time for him to close the deal before she gets bored?
Yes,
So timing is important, right?
100%.
Okay. Are young women aware that they will have peak years of beauty, fertility, and dating options, but will lose influence over men as they age?
No.
No.
No,
You don't think they're aware of it?
I don't think they're aware of it.
Okay, but it's true though, right?
I think it's true.
Okay.
It is.
They're becoming aware. Yes, they are.
100% true.
But women aren't aware of it.
Yes.
So why do women often choose to wait for romance and focus on their career when their own window is the most limited?
Because their dad sold them on a principle that was
Why does he keep blaming the men?
fictitious thing. They told them that you're going to grow old, you're going to have the Prince Charming, he's going to come through with your prince, and he's going to slay a dragon and all this other bullshit. That's not going to happen.
I think it's a matter where they think they're going to be like that forever, So they got a longer window, they feel.
Because women want to have their fun at the end of the day. They want to act like they don't want to do what men do, but they do. We don't know. Most of us don't know, but you know, the real ones know. But they do what they do at the end of the day too. They don't tell us that. They don't tell nobody that. But it's 100. That's what it is.
What's the difference between a man who spoils his woman and a man who's whipped?
A man who spoils his woman, oh, that's like me. You know, I buy my girl nice things, but I'm not whipped because I know that, you know, if I were to, you know, be in a situation where she didn't, you know, love me anymore, or like me, or walk away, it wouldn't, you know, I wouldn't be like, hey, let me spend more money to get that back from you. You know, whipped is when you're like, you're a simp almost. You know, you're pussy whipped. She has you like on a leash, like, come on, let's go.
Is it generally true that men seek the hottest woman they can afford while women seek the richest man they can attract?
Yes.
So can dating be compared to prostitution?
Yes.
Who is more likely to be sexually frustrated, men or women?
Men.
Who is more likely to be frustrated due to lack of sex?
Men.
Would you agree that men who are frustrated are more likely to be mad at the world?
Yes.
So do you think that if prostitution was cheap and accessible, there would be less rape and sexual violence?
Yes.
If so, would you be in support of making that possible despite the fact that it objectifies women?
Yes.
Is that a worthy sacrifice?
Yes.
Who is more likely
Wow. Yeah, you know, I think it should be legal. I mean, at this point, I mean, shit, it happens even though it's illegal. And I get it when it's from a streetwalker's perspective, but when you can link up with someone online and arrange something at a certain place, like I think it should be legal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've been to the red light district in Amsterdam, and it's just like, I'm just looking around like, oh, this is, are we still on Earth? Like, it was so ridiculous to me, and it made me realize that it's just because I'm in my own microcosm of the United States of America. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I think at like this point, I don't understand why it is not legal. I don't understand why it is not. It makes literally no sense to me. I really don't get it, because it happens anyway. So it happens anyway. Just legalize it.
to become frustrated due to lack of sex, men or women?
Men. You know, see, women can handle it. You know what I mean? They got little toys and got so many different things and so many ways that they can satisfy themselves. Us men, we don't really have too many. So, you know, we want that shot, and if we don't get that shot, you know, we're kind of like, you know, we're frustrated, you know, so definitely us.
Would you agree that the men who are frustrated are more likely to be mad at the world?
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so here's a controversial topic. Do you think if prostitution was cheap and accessible, do you think there would be less rape and sexual violence?
I'm gonna start off by saying this, right? That started off as a mental illness and a sickness. So once that's placed upon your brain, and no matter if you can pay for it or you can't, they get the thrill of it. Such as Ted Bundy. You know what I mean? So no, I feel it'd be the same, maybe even higher.
All right, so that's the end of the video. And I actually agree with the brother right there. I think it should be legalized, but no, I don't think it's gonna decrease the R word and, you know, sexual violence at all. Like, those types of people on a whole nother level, legal or illegal, those are just the scourge and the scum of society. I don't think that it's correlated at all to, you know, streetwalkers and prostitution and escorts and stuff like that. That's a whole nother level. Anyway, I wanted to bring you guys this content here today. Hopefully you enjoyed the reaction. Hopefully you enjoyed yourself here today. I'll leave a link down in the description box to the YouTube channel in it of itself. It's called It's Complicated Again. You know what I'm saying? He has a ton of other videos. I'm probably going to be going over some additional videos as well. Let me know if you like this style of reaction, and I'll continue to go through it. All right? Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Got an Instagram. That's how I originally heard about this channel. Go on to Instagram. Follow your boy. Okay? Send me some fantastic content. We'll wholeheartedly appreciate it. Last but not least, I got a Patreon. Building and growing every single day. We over 550 strong in the building. It's an amazing thing to absolutely see. Shit, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning today, and I look down into my Discord server, and there's 15 people down in there at 5 o'clock in the morning having a discussion. I popped in there real quick like, yo, go to sleep. Go to sleep. But they was building in there. They was growing in there. They was building in there. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of family that we all need. All right? Until next time, YouTube. Peace.